pitch up an octave and the formant down an octave, it gives you like that hyper pop. Oh my god, I'm sorry about this. What is all this nonsense? Oh, I think I know what it is. Well, for streaming while I'm on that's one plugin. Crazy. So, you can mess with the octave and the format and get really interesting results. You can bring the octave down and then bring the format up just to get like other weird, effects. But I think octave up, format down is kind of like the hyperpop vibe, if that's what you're into. With that being said, you just keep it normal, normal octave, and just move this guy around. So it starts like that, and just automate it, kind of up and down.
That's what I was wondering. How did it go? How do you make it the format go up and down? Like
while it's playing, yeah.
Yeah, because usually the dials are static, right? Like you put up reverb, it doesn't make reverb go up and down at the same.
Yeah. So it's called automation, and automation is basically invisible hands that'll do stuff for you. So you'll see anything like you see this green line, and there's these little points.
Yeah.
This blue line. These are all different parameters, basically knobs and different plugins that I've automated. So it's different in every every program in Logic. In Logic, there's a button that literally looks like this. Like, it's like the green, it's like two dots, and it goes up like that. And if you click that, it'll open up an automation lane, basically another track used just for automation. So for me, it's a little bit different, but I'm going to click this latch button, I'm going to touch the knob, and then it creates a lane just for that. So this is my format shifting automation thing. And I can make a dot here and make a dot there.
Oh, so you control it just like the master volume. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, wow. Okay.
And you could go
cool.
crazy with if you want. And then if I look at the plugin, you'll see that it's actually moving. Sorry, it's freaking out, but
no, that's cool. Okay. So then if you perform that live, someone would have to manually do it like that.
So when I do this live, I actually run it off of the session. So I just sing through this track. Like, I don't know if it's gonna double up. I think it might double up. I don't know. But I have my computer and I play everything with the computer. And my vocals are being processed in my interface, through the laptop, and then out of the interface. And it's playing alongside. And all these automation points and all these things are happening in real time to my actual voice because I'm just playing it through. You know what I'm saying? I press play, and I just, instead of that happening, I just delete it. And I just sing it, and then it happens because the automation is on it. If that makes sense.
Oh, so you can pre-plan an automation for a live event.
Yep, that's how I do my live shows. So my live session, it'll be basically a 30-minute long song of all my tracks, all my vocals, all my guitar. My guitar effects are automated as well, so I don't have to push any pedals or do anything crazy like that. My vocal tuning, auto-tune, the key is automated. Anytime there's reverb or chorus, it's automated. So, I don't need someone else to sit there and twiddle knobs to get certain effects. It's all pre-planned for me to do that.
How do you have that pre-planned? So when you're singing or you're doing your tracks, they have to be precisely on time? Because how do you know it won't be maybe I'm a measure too early or
Yeah, well, let me do this.
I'm just curious because I always thought that was you had there's so many people that I've never been to a live event, and I'm trying to really go to the Ohio one, just to see what it's like. But I feel like there's so many people, I thought they were like manually having to do a lot of that, but I didn't think, I guess you could just automate it.
Yeah, it's all. So I'm going to show you my, okay, so this is just a very short session right now that I'm working for. You can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is what I'll be touring with this session. It's going to be way longer right now. There's only 3 songs set up. But, let me connect the word. So each one of, like, this is one song, this is one song, this is one song. And I will be singing through this, so you can probably hear double of me now or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to plug my microphone into the interface. I'm going to sing through this, and this has, this is my auto-tune specifically. And for each song, well, specifically like this song going into this song, they're 2 different keys, so it's automated. When I get around to it, like, let's say I want a chorus on my vocals, so I'm going to, not treat me well. I'm going to add a chorus. So this is my chorus thing. Here, I'll turn my vocals off. So now you can really hear me on record, I think. Okay, so what I can do is I can automate it on and off at whatever point I want. So let's say, like, right here, whatever. Hopefully it's not super loud, but so I'm singing, it's all good, I'm singing, yeah. There's a chorus effect that's on right here, I'm singing, and then I sing normal, and if I want the chorus back on right here, then I'm back singing with like the chorus. So that's how you do all of that, basically.
Interesting. And you have to practice, like, starting it and then playing in sync with, I guess, the interface.
So what you do is that you get this click track. So I'm hearing that in my ears. I can route audio to specific things, and I have basically headphones. They're called in-ears.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. That's why they have that in there.
Yeah, so it's like a click track, and there's also some cues. 1, 2, ready, go. And all of these are little cues to help me with where I'm at in the song, when the next thing happens, all this stuff, to make sure I'm on time. I mean, the most important is the beginning. 1, 2, ready, go. And I just play the song from there,
That's cool. I've never knew that.
Yeah, so that's what, Julia does the same thing. Her setup is different. She uses different gear, and she's not like running her tracks herself or anything. She's got a guy to do that, but my stuff is so proprietary to me that, like, I have to do it myself, basically, because I produce my own music,
Right. No, that's cool. So then when you're done with that song, on that far right that's like kind of perpendicular with your head, that darker line that separates the song, so then it's done. So then if, like, people are cheering or something, like, it doesn't just automatically run into the next one.
I'll actually I have a foot pedal, a Bluetooth left, like, next and previous pedal. It's whatever. So when this song's done, I have plenty of time to talk or do whatever. Get ready for the next song. Thanks so much for coming out. Whatever. I click a button, and then it goes. I'll turn this on. Let's try to. It's playing. I'm like, thanks so much for coming out. Blah blah blah. Yada yada. I click a button on my pedal. Just guitar solo. 1, 2, 3, go. And then I start playing the next song. And that goes for every every song at the end of everyone's clapping, whatever, and I got all this time, and then, when I'm ready, I just click the next button.
Will it run into the next song even if you don't click to the next one?
So I can set it up. I have this command here where if it's like an auto stop. So if it really did happen, you can see it keeps going, and I just kind of triggered like an auto stop. And then when I'm ready, I'm like, okay, 3, and I just go to the next one.
Nice. No, that's cool. So I didn't know this. A lot of this is automated.
Yeah. Thankfully,
Wow.
I could have a pedal to do all this by hand, but it's just more secure, to do it this way because it's the same thing every night, and I don't have to worry about pushing any pedals or anything like that, at least for my set. So.
For sure. No, yeah. Thank you for showing me.
Yeah. That could help. On to the next question, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess since you're here, I was trying to look back and see the drums part. And you crescendo a lot. Not in a bad way, but like I just know that you do. If you agree, that's maybe you don't. Yeah. But how do you make it where the drum pops once it drops? Right, like the percussion is like really nice because like I've seen like where you could just like add a one shot or like a climactic one shot, but sometimes it like falls flat. Like the song I sent you, I was like, it's okay, but it didn't. I don't know. It doesn't have that. I don't know what it is. So that's why I was curious.
I did check out the song you sent.
I think it was the. Which one did I? It was like I think the first one. The other one was a dance track, which is still to me. It still applies.
Yeah, do you mind sending the link for that track? Because I had to type it in and I had no idea what it was.
Oh yeah, let me.
It was almost like. Was it a country song?
Yeah, it was just a country. I heard it today, and I was like, It happened again. So I'm like, it's. I guess the emphasis is that it's not genre based. What I'm not understanding, it's in universal genres. So, it's
Chase
from
Matthews Darwin.
Yeah. Because what I liked about that was a very simple acoustic track, and then all of a sudden, it drops with kind of like this more like hip hop trap.
Yeah.
Beat, and it's like I could like feel it, and then I was like, when I just do it myself, I'm like, nope. it's not the same.
That's not good. Let me.
Because I was trying to like sometimes I would I would go back in and change the volume and then climactically increase the volume, but then it still didn't sound. Sorry, hold on.
Let me just make sure we're talking about the same thing too. Can you hear this?
I can't hear anything right this second. Here, try it again and see. You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear this or?
No, I can't hear anything right now.
Oh.
I hear you, but I don't hear them.
Okay.
But if you just listen to it, that's totally fine too.
Okay.
I'm trying to just.
Yeah.
Where was the?
I think you said it was at like 5.
Yeah, like if you just listen at 5:30, it's like they're acoustically kind of like dumbing, like they're going down, and then it drops at like 5:35 or something. And I think I have examples from your work too that I listed. So either way.
So yeah, when I was listening before, like it's here. I'll kind of just very quickly produce out what I think the you're doing. I don't think it's super crazy, honestly. But...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a nuanced thing that I'm just not doing.
Yeah.
Or not understanding. So I'm like, all right, it has to be something simple. Or ironically, maybe it's not.
I got it. Can you hear that? Click and...
No.
Okay, let me do this. I have so many screens open. Turn that on. Back to Discord. Stop sharing. Share my screen. Do this. And can you hear that?
No. I'm sorry. Because I don't see you anymore either. I don't know, like, which is fine, but...
I'm looking at the... I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
Let me try something else. Okay, now I see it. All right.
Okay. 1, 2. You hear that?
Yeah.
Go. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to really quick, like, almost produce out what I think they're doing. And maybe in doing that, it might just help you see kind of what's going on. And if not, we'll talk about something else that might happen. Okay, so I'm basically just going to recreate the drums of that. I'm going to go through some kicks that I like to use. Where is it? This one. Okay, and then we're going... Okay. Oops. Oh my god, I'm insane. Okay. Alright, let's get a pretty classic little snare thing here. Back in this pack. Crappy snare. Oh, wrong way. Okay, I feel like a ding dong doing this, but alright, we're going for hats. That's fine. Oh god, what have I done? There you go. Okay. And let's get any questions so far. I'm just kind of making a quick little beat.
No, are you doing like 8 bars or 4 bars? I can't tell.
It depends how you think about it. If you're going, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe like 2 bars. Something in 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3.
And then you just loop that out over time.
Yeah, you would. Let me get this 808.
Because I remember I wrote down on here, I guess I'm alone. You did it in that where the drums are really punchy. I think it was like after like a vocal, like a...
Okay. Let me let me keep it going in this, and then we'll
Sure. No, but that's the only other example I remember writing down.
I'm gonna make the 808. I think. Wait, I'm screwing up the beat here. And then, to me, all it sounded like is that there was just this big cymbal beginning.
Was the symbol like a one shot? Is that what kind of?
Yeah, it's just a little one shot cymbal.
Because I've seen some on like Splice where they're kind of like one shot risers, where I don't know, does that help? Because I don't know, maybe it doesn't help make it.
Wait, what's that?
Like where it's like a one shot riser.
Yeah, I mean you can always like
it crescendos up.
Crash. Yeah, so that's a crash. I can literally just reverse it, make it go backwards. Like that. It's not like super crazy. But that's all it sounded like they were doing in the track. In fact, we can download it really quick.
Oh, and then you'll compare the MIDI file?
Well, we're not going to be able to see the MIDI, unfortunately. That would be...
Or I guess that's the wrong word. The
audio?
Yeah, you like compare the peaks? Is that what you do?
I mean, just so we can listen to it and be, like, critical of it.
I never thought of doing it like that, though. That's smart.
Yeah, when I first started producing, I would always, like, listen to the song on the radio and then listen to it in my car, and then it's like, why don't I just put it in the same session? Stop. Oh, you why's he call you why's he call you daily? So that's what we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Like where it's
why's he call you daily? Why you trying to act like why's he call you daily? Why you trying to...
Because there was like that gap of space of time where there was nothing, because it was like a skit dialogue, but then when it goes back, that's like very full versus.
Why's he call you dog? You're saying compared to before?
Yeah, like I don't know if it's the emphasis. Maybe it just sounds different because there's a gap of skit dialogue and then it goes right back. But I feel like there's something else, because in your song you do the same thing. So I was like, huh.
Well, let's listen. So, like, here's maybe the second chorus. Call you dog, why's he call you daily? Why you try to act like I'm just daddy being crazy? And let's listen to it after the break. Call you dog, so we could literally compare them and see if there's anything different. So here is second chorus. Here's the third chorus.
Yeah, they look the same.
Yeah, they sound and they look pretty similar. So it might be just like some pseudoscience going on where it's like literally just this big thing just makes it feel different.
Well, I guess the other question is, and how do you master the drums for them to like drop well? Because on the one, like, is it when you're making it? Are you? I don't know. Yeah.
Just like how do you get it to sound big, basically?
Yeah. How do you make it sound big? Because I've adjusted the volume myself, and then I went back in and adjusted like the master volume of that, but then it sounds distorted. Like you can kind of tell that
Yeah.
One is a lot louder, and then the vocal gets muddled.
Yeah. Let me open up.
Because in yours it was, I Guess I'm Alone. At least that's where I heard it. Maybe if you have another version of it, that's fine.
The thing is, so I didn't produce that one's Underbelly did, but I can open up his stem.
Oh, okay. Because I sent you the other dance track, because I know, like, in dance tracks, typically, like, the drums hit pretty hard, and then the transitions are very, I don't know, easy to understand versus, I don't know, like a R&B or like a trap.
I think a big part of it is how it's mixed, honestly.
So it's more of a mixing thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but also making sure you're using good samples, like, if you're picking bad samples, it's gonna sound bad. You gotta like pick fat samples, basically.
Because you can't really modify a bad sample.
You can, but it's like you don't want to polish a turd. You know, you just want to start with something that hits.
Right.
I think that's a pretty big one when it comes to people who are starting out. Is that they think something hits, but it really doesn't. Oh man, this is giving me grief. Let me just try to think. I mean, I have this song called "I Don't Want to Write Sad Songs Anymore" that I think is pretty big sounding. So I could open up that one because I made it, and I gotta close Reaper. I don't know what's going on. My bad. And okay. Let's go back. Reaper.
Because is it a combination of, I don't know, like echo and reverb, or
it's the opposite.
It's the opposite.
The more reverb and delay you add, the more room you're giving it. It's not against it, but you want it like up close and.
So you want it tighter.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try. Like you're talking about this stuff. Ooh. Hold up.
I didn't hear it, but it visually looks similar to the last song. Yeah, it looks like.
Hold on. You hear that now?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know what side chaining is?
No, I've never heard of that either.
Okay, that's gonna be a huge one.
Side chaining.
I'll show you how to do it, but if we look at the waveform, it's kind of a little too crazy to look at. Oh, this is good. So you can pretty clearly see there's one thing here, and then there's like all this mess. This one thing is a kick drum. There's nothing else happening but a kick drum. Even if I just play up to here, there's no like melodic information. There's no song happening. It's just a kick drum. It's not until we get to, I mean, even there, that's more glitch stuff. Right there, we're finally hearing some like music sound. So what sidechaining is, man, if I could just open up a beat that I've done, because the long story short, it's just making the kick drums really loud. It looks like I might be able to do this.
Someone on Reddit says refers to one signal source to trigger a gate, like a bypass, and some other signal processing unit in your signal chain.
Yeah, that's a very scientific, weird technical way. Let me just show you how to do it. It's if you see it.
No, I was just looking it up, so I'm not just like
No,
lazily being like, I don't know. I usually am like trying to look it up. Yeah, it says use an EDM, so that's what this is kind of like.
It's definitely used in any. I mean, even that country song. If you take away the country vocals, it's just a trap song.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
track, you know?
Yeah, that's why I was like curious, because I'm like, technically this is just trap with like a really nice banjo guitar.
Yeah, so they're definitely side chaining. So let me open up this project and.
I think you just answered it. Then I need to learn side chaining, because then if you technically just use a loop without side chaining, it's gonna sound dead.
You're gonna want to side chain it always. So let me open this up so you can hear it. Master off. Oh my god, this session is stupid. Okay, you can hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me turn this on. I don't want to write sad songs anymore.
Yeah, that sounded really loud.
Is it too loud?
No, like I could tell like when it hit, it like it progressively got louder, and then it met your vocal track.
So let's look at this. This will be the easiest way to show it. Sorry, I'm not even like saying anything yet.
No, it's fine. I'm learning a lot.
Let's look at the drums.
You have a lot of stuff in here.
Anything.
Yeah, like drum and bass.
Yeah, I have like a little loop, and then I added a kick and snare. What? I layer a lot of snares together. Okay, this kick drum though, every time that kick drum hits, let's listen to this. Can you hear there's this pumping in the music?
Yeah, it's like pulsing.
It's pulsing every time there's a... All of those spots are moments I've carved out.
For the kick drum.
For the kick and the snare, actually. Most people don't do it with the snare, too.
But so you're carving out a whole other melody to give space for the percussion.
If you want to think of it like that. So I basically, like...
That's a lot of extra work. I didn't think of having to do that.
It's not that difficult. So here's the track without drums. Okay, it's all over the place. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here is with the side chaining on. Can you hear that pumping?
Oh, that's what side chaining. That's when you're.
That's the side chaining. So here's just the track normally. There's no kick drum though. There's no kick drum in it. There's no drums. There's a bunch of sounds that sound percussive, but there's not really like the kick and the snare. So everything. And then you add the side chaining, which we'll talk about how to do. And there's that pulsing. And each one of those pulses, that's where I've put a kick and a snare. And what it does, think about an explosion. An explosion sounds like whoosh, whoosh. There's an impact and there's a small, like a sound for it to mature, to develop. It's not just, that's not what an explosion sounds like.
Right.
An explosion is where there's this little, it's a little pump from the sound. It's the impact and then the sound coming afterwards.
Right.
So that's what sidechaining is. There's a lot of different, there's two main ways to sidechain. One is with the volume automation. So we talked about automation already. We can automate the volume, and you can see each one of these triangles is the volume ducking down. Doom, doom, Each one of those volume ducks, right, you duck it down. And you should be able to do it pretty easily in your program because you can just, you can have one thing and then just copy and paste it anytime you see a kick drum. One automation.
Mm-hmm.
The other way to do this, which is way easier, is you can do proper side chaining with a certain kind of plugin. I know Logic has a different way to do this, so don't look exactly like how I'm doing it on this plugin.
Yeah, that's fine.
But it's just the idea. So basically, I'm going to send the sound of the kick drum to this plugin, which needs a little bit more convoluted. And now, every time I get this is my shape that I'm giving to each time the kick drum hits. I can make it super dramatic. Can you hear by any chance how much it's?
Yeah, it's dipping. Yeah,
it's dipping really heavy. And this plugin's cool because I can be super granular, super, what should I call it, surgical with what the shape of my, if I don't want that much of a side chain, kind of not doing anything. I want more. I want like a really crazy one. So it's just every time the kick hits. And then I could also send the snare to it. So every time the kick and the snare hit, they both do that. We go back to the plugin, we can see on every kick and snare. Okay, and then like in the context of the whole track. You can hear this pumping.
Yeah, now I can see why that's like related to EDM. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, well, something I have to practice.
If you take out the pumping, it just doesn't hit as hard. Let me do that.
Because you're really not doing anything with the drums. You're having to do everything with not the drums.
The kick is really loud. That's for sure. The kick is like the loudest thing in the mix. But other than that, you're just side chaining and dipping everything below it. So this is it without side chaining. Still hits for sure, because the kick is super loud and the bass is also super loud. If I take out the kick and the bass. So the kick and the bass are like super loud, and it's all side chained to the kick, basically.
So then, in my case, I feel like it's a lot easier if you already broke down and you have, I guess, each note that you made. But then for me, I'm like retroactively doing it, so then I would find whatever has like the thickest, biggest part of, I guess, like the audio file, and I would know that those are the kicks, and then I would go back through, because since I didn't create the kick itself, I can't like match it up perfectly.
Yeah, if you're working with like a whole drum loop.
Yeah, I have to like isolate each.
Yeah, you'd have to
kick
isolate
out
each one. Some plugins are like smart and they can like kind of detect, the low end frequency will only side chain. type of thing. But yeah, if you are not working with like one-shot kicks and one-shot snares, then doing proper side chaining with a plugin is going to be a little bit harder. So that's why you can do the volume automation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah. Because the volume automation, that's manual, right? Like, you had to go in.
That's manual, yeah. I basically make one...
oh, no.
One thing.
Then you copy and pasted it?
Then you just, like, okay, you can, you know, look to your kick drum track, wherever it is, and kick, whatever type thing. So you can do it like that. But this is manual. This is how you would do the volume.
I see. Okay.
It would take a while, but
you can tell though it's worth doing it.
Yeah, it's almost like it takes time, but it's definitely important. But then again, the kick drum's got to be loud, and then the bass has got to be loud too. But if you have any tracks that you're like, oh, I want it to hit that hard, you should send them to me, and then we could work on them together just to make them hit. You know.
Okay, yeah, because that's the first one. I was trying to have it where it kind of crescendos up, and then it hit, but then I didn't sidechain it. So I'm like, now that makes.
Yeah,
I can see.
It could be it. It could be it needs a louder kick or maybe something else. But yeah, how about I mean, you could take some time and work on that on your own and see if that helps.
Yeah. No, I'll practice on my own. Yeah, that's fine.
But if that doesn't work, you could always send the track to me, and we could even work on it together and do with that.
No, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, thank you, Scro.
Cool, man. Any final comments, concerns? I know there's always more things you want to get to that didn't seem like we were able to. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, that was a lot. Let me just check the sheet, and then we'll move off. The only thing I could think of off the top... Oh, here it is. We did vocal chops. Well, I guess we could do that later. But we did the vocal part. That makes sense with the... formant shifting. And you're not really crescendoing the drums at all. So that's really all the... that's, like, 100% the... what is that word? Side chaining.
Side chaining, yeah. I mean, it helps to have, like, a little build, you know,
But you didn't, like, volume-wise go up with any of it. Yeah, that's what I was...
No, I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. And we kind of made a song together, so yeah. That's just what I want to... That's my goal. That's my end goal, is to be able to make a song with you once I'm decent enough. But yeah, we did everything.
Fun, man. Cool, dude. I'm stoked. Yeah, we can work on some more tracks next time, and even I know last time you were initially wanting help with your AMV stuff. It'd be cool to maybe make one together so you can kind of
that would be dope.
That.
Yeah, like it does. I didn't know because I was gonna ask you. I guess that's like a non-music question, but I just like hit the ad revenue like a couple days ago. So
congrats, dude. That's
awesome. I'll see, but I didn't. I put it in, but I don't see... I guess it takes time. I thought it retroactively looked at ads. I don't know for you, since you've had your music out there a while.
No.
Did it take a while for you to see the data on it? Because now it's saying, oh, I need to see like 20 more videos to be able to see if you actually fit the politically correct ad revenue.
I mean, maybe things have changed since I first got monetized, but for me it was like you needed these certain qualifications. Yeah,
I did those, and then maybe it's like a tax form or something. I don't see anything, and I thought it was retroactively keeping track of all the views and then going back and trying to add them, so I'll see.
Yeah, I don't think you'll make any money off of anything until you get monetized, and then when you're monetized from that point on,
and then
I think you make money from what happened.
Oh,
I believe.
Interesting.
I think that's how it worked with me.
No, that would the way they are. That would make sense. But I was just trying to see because now you can have it where they're like Discord. You know how like Discord you pay for the Nitro.
Yeah.
Now you have like supers. It's like a YouTube thing where like you now pay to then like use certain emojis or something. And I was like, and you have to set that up. That's the problem. You have to set it up to get like any type of monetization out. And I was like, I don't know if people are really gonna. I haven't seen anyone do that, like on Discord.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, see, because now it's like a subscription base. It's like Patreon, so you can either do like $4, $10, or whatever. So, but yeah, well, I don't want to keep you, so I will see you. You want to do next Friday, same time?
Yeah, that could be good. Let me make sure.
I'm trying to make the most out of seeing you because I know once you go on tour and you come back, you're gonna be a different person. I told my dad that. Like, you're gonna be a different person after that. You're like, I don't have time. I gotta go do this one thing.
No, I definitely really value all the Patreon supporters, especially like at the tier you're at. I do have an obligation.
No, it's not like that, honestly. No. If anything, I'd like to just be like a collaborator with you. That's why, like, if I find something, I hear something, like, oh yeah, that's like something Scro might like. Because since you said it's more friend-based, and I'm new to the community, like, I'm more used to, like, school, where it's like, okay, if you have this degree or you do this class or you work here, then you automatically get access to all these people, where now it's like, that's not necessarily true.
Yeah, 100%. Real quick, so Friday we have rehearsal all day, actually. Are you free Thursday at all?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Just like all day, or?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh. Can we do...
I'm not lazy. I don't want anything of that. I'm usually trying to make videos
I have those days too where I'm like, whatever time, but I understand.
Well, this is important because I know that tour day after this month, April, you're gonna be like, oh.
Nah, that's not...
But yeah, what time on Thursday?
Thursday at noon?
Sure. I'm trying to think what time that would... Oh, what time? We start normally at 1, right? Your time 1?
PST, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just 1 hour. Yeah, so 3 p.m. my time. Yeah. Cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool, man. I will catch you then.
All right, then you can update me.
Good session. Yeah, sounds cool, man.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
All right, peace, bro.
All right, peace. How do I exit that?